my CD. Made it out of the trenches. Just salute when you see me. Yeah, salute when you see me. I'm getting greedy. I blowed on her budget on me. That's on me. I'm conceited. Treaty. Nah, that ain't how we treat it. This right here sound like a three-peat. I put the in it sound like I'm knee deep. I'm like, oh, you too needy.
We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. The scene from a few moments ago, this crowd enthusiastically cheering on their Texans as they emerge from the locker room. And we're just about ready for football as the Texans get set to match up with the New England Patriots. It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. They'll run with a former member of the Crimson Tide, Damian Harris. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
2nd and 7. Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Third play here, this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Now Jones. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Harris. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And this is caught. That's Watkins. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 4th down, no problem. 19 yards that time, and now it's 1st and 10. Throwing, Jones. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Now a give. Running left is Harris. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time.
Well, obviously they would have at least liked to have gotten back to the original line of scrimmage. Instead now, they're dealing with 2nd and long.
I thought they would have passed it after the penalty. Probably wish they would have now. Throw left side complete. That's Henry. Well, this crowd does not like that call.
Understandable reaction from them. That's their team that the penalty's going against. But you and I both know they're going to take care of the quarterback.
So now a fresh set of downs. 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. This complete left side to Aguilar. That catch good for only a couple.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Second and 8 coming up. And now the Texans are going to stop it as they signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line. Off play action. Jones. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. And, Charles, part of the reason they lost last week, they didn't have a single sack. Well, they changed that quickly.
But did they ever? And it was something they talked about with us extensively. They needed to get pressure. How were they going to get to the quarterback? Obviously, they schemed themselves into a great play, didn't they?
Work now for Jones and the Patriots here after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Now Jones. Off the play fake. It's caught by Aguilar. And he'll be stopped short of the first down as they rally to tackle him at about the 28. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down. To throw. Jones. He gets it complete to Harris. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. On the run is Connor. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Now that's the defense that they were looking for, being able to get extra bodies to the point of attack to deal with the big guy carrying the ball. You really don't want to be in a position where it's a one-on-one tackle with him.
Eight yards to go on 2nd down. On the give, this is Harris. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
The 13th play now coming on this opening drive. Here's 3rd down. From the gun, they run with Michelle. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
And no signs of the field goal unit. They're going for it on 4th down. Here we go with Michelle. And flags come in as he gets forward for about 3 yards. Now let's check on the call. They get the guard out of Georgia Tech, Shaq Mason. And his kick is right there. It's good. And the Patriots jump out to a 3-0 lead. No touchdown there, but if that first drive is any indication, looks like they're going to have a pretty good day passing the football.
I would say confidence would have to be pretty high after that first drive, able to throw it almost at will. You're exactly right. They didn't get the touchdown, but 3 points serves as a nice notice about how this offense is going to move.
Now after the field goal, Bailey will kick it away. And not much on this one. Takes it from the 21. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. Watson will bring up the Texans here 1st and 10 at their own 37. Off of play action, it's Watson. He'll get this into the hands of Nico Collins. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 16 yards right off the bat and a 1st down. Watson. Going deep this time for Miller. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Going with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Watson. He'll get this to Phillip Lindsay complete. And he will be out of bounds here on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Lindsay. Gosh, when you've got Deshaun Watson, Charles, executing a run-pass option, that puts the defense in a tough spot, does it not?
It does, and what I liked is that you called me this week, watching your own video, your own tape, and you said, I think the runner's going to pop a few this week because of what we've seen from Deshaun Watson. His ability to get to the corner, that's where the focus will go.
So not quite a 1st down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. To throw is Watson. And he whips that one incomplete there.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down leads us to 3rd and inches. They'll try and run for it with Lindsay. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. They're going with Lindsay. And he's going to get the 1st down as they bring him down at the 23. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Watson off play action. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. A great play there. with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Texans have taken the lead. So that's the rookie's first trip to the end zone, and I think it's safe to say one he'll always remember.
Oh, without a doubt. That one is going to be imprinted forever. And nowadays, we're seeing rookies make a greater impact at that position at receiver than ever before. I think mainly because of the sheer volume of footballs that they catch in college.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. Taking it about the 1. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They run the counter. It's Harris. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. Well, let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains. That means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
Coming up on 2nd and 7. They stay on the ground. This time it's Michel. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up. They'll try and run for it. Here's Michel. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down. They're running it. It's Michel. And the broken tackle helps lead to a 1st down gain. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. At first glance, I actually wasn't sure that he got it, but he ended up getting it by about a full yard.
He certainly did, but it took a little effort, didn't it? Took some nice push, a little crease inside, and some determined running to make sure that he got the 1st down.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Second and 10. Off the play fake. Jones. That ball's caught. Aguilar right side. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. The Patriot passing game is rolling. They've got another 1st down. They hand this off to Harris. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
From the 35 on 2nd down, Jones. He's got it complete to Aguilar. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. So it's first and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. Trying to pound it in here with Michel. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's second and goal. Looking to throw. Jones. Henry's got it out on the left side. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a third and goal. Not a big window to throw. Coverage.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes third and goal. Here Jones gets it out quickly, complete. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. A great effort there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And once again, the Patriots. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is now 10-7. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by Steven Nelson. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line.
An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
On 2nd and 7, Jones. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Connor. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. 7 yards there and a first down. A give to Michel running right. And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
The ball on the 8. Still could get a first down technically. 2nd and 7.
Jones out to the flat, and that's caught. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. In their mind, certainly a field goal try would be a letdown. They have the great starting field position. Now facing third down. Sliding out of the pocket. This is caught. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on fourth down. A final shot before break. Jones. And this is caught by Watkins. Touchdown, New England. Sammy Watkins, as time expires in the first half. And the Patriots will extend their lead on the final play of the half. Now the extra point try forthcoming. It's good to make it 17-7. So at halftime, it's the Patriots with the advantage. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
These two clubs running through their final halftime adjustments. It's just about time to get back at it. And for the call of the second half, we go back out to Houston, H-Town, and Brandon Gaughan.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Texans down on the scoreboard, but they do get the first crack here as we are back underway in the second half. Taken in at the 3. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Watson now to throw.
Got this into the hands of the tight end, Jordan.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that could really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They'll run on first down. Lindsey. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Now a play fake, and it's Watson. Dancing to his left.
He's got it to Collins, complete.
And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. It's a gain of 34. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well. They'll get a few stops.
On first down, it's Lindsey. He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Another run by Lindsey.
And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
So a decent deficit at this stage in the second half. 4-down territory?
No doubt about it. There's not a chance that he hasn't looked ahead and said, okay, if we gain yardage on this play, this is what we'll do going forward. If we lose yardage, this is the play call that I'll have ready.
And the Texans are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Lindsey. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Phillip Lindsay, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Texans have cut it to within a score. So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get him over the goal line.
Extra point by Sly is up and good, and the lead is down to a field goal. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a 1-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a 1-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change. Because otherwise, that could overrun your team. You've got to be careful right here.
Now a 2nd down and 6. Operating from the gun, Jones. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. Malik Collins breaking through to get him to the ground. It's a loss of 7. Work now for Jones and the Patriots here after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Henry. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now a 1st down carry. It's Michel. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40. Now they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Back to throw. Jones. And this is caught by Watkins. And some room to maneuver. The way in. Touchdown, New England. Well, we know that he can beat you in a number of ways. He can catch it short, he can take it long, or he can do what we just saw right there, catch it and then run with the football.
Yeah, and this just looked like a simple, ordinary play to start, but boy, did things change. Once he got free, it was off to the races, and once he hit high gear, there's absolutely no one who was going to stop him.
And you can see the distance traveled there after the catch on the next-gen stats. No problem there on the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fielded just outside the goal line. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Here's Watson. He's letting it fly for Cooks. This is caught inside the 15. And he gets this deep into Patriot territory. Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive, and these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other and not in a good way, oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who's got him? Someone cover it. That type of indecision can open up to even more big plays.
A gain of 7 that time. Second goal.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Now they run. It's Mason. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Ben Mason punching it in from a yard away. And the Texans have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. The extra point by Sly is up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. Fielded just outside the goal line. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
On 2nd down, this is Harris. And a nice job to break free of 1 tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming. Coming left is Michelle. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. Now a first down carry for Harris. And he'll be stopped up at the line of scrimmage with a flag down. Let's check on the call. That one whistled against a big right tackle.
You'd think being able to fire out and block, it'd be a lot easier to not commit a holding penalty, but it's tough to keep those guys right in front, isn't it?
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. And it's Michel once again. The tackle that time by Zach Cunningham.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Well behind the sticks here with a 2nd and 18. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Henry. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Well, a clear running situation, trying to take time off the clock. He ran the previous play, set that play action up nicely.
Boy, did they ever, because they'd shown the ability to run the football. So now you lose your keys as a defense. You dive for the running play, and they hit them over the top.
New England on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. Here it's 3rd and 2. Looking to throw. Jones. Right back to Henry, and Henry's got it again. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. A 3-yard gain and enough for the 1st down. They'll turn to Michel as they go back to the ground. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it. And the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. Again, it's Michel. He gets them a little over half of what they needed. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 5.
But you've got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball, because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
Already a pair of 3rd down conversions for them on this drive, but right now they need 5 yards on this 3rd down try. Flush to his right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Back to throw. Jones. He finds his man. Complete. It's Watkins. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 4th down, no problem. Just a ho-hum pickup of 14 to keep the offense on the field. They'll run on 1st down. Harris. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll run out of the gun with Michelle. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead them to 3rd down. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Off play action. Jones. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Patriots add on to their lead.
Well, that was absolutely ideal for them, wasn't it? Trying to salt this game away. I think one of my kids just graduated in the amount of time they had the football. That was absolutely impressive.
Everybody wants those salt-away-the-game drives. What makes them successful?
Well, when you're able to mix run-pass, when you're able to control the football and stay ahead of the chains, I'm using every cliche I know, but that's how you get it done because you're not taking negative plays, and that way you're able to run what you want to run when you get a chance to call it.
He takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offense's sails because they had it going pretty good last time, too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, it doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Watson.
Another throw for Collins. This one complete.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. He's going to let it fly. Touchdown, Houston.
It will be hard to believe that arm strength was a knock on Deshaun Watson coming out of Clemson, but he showed what he's got there.
And I'm telling you, nothing will light up a crowd more than a play like that. Here in the stadium, all eyes were on the receiver streaking downfield, and you know everyone was thinking, throw it, he's open. What a connection there for the touchdown.
And that throw traveling an even 64 yards in the air. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. Taken in at the 3. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And this one now not quite over yet. Still 2 timeouts remaining defensively. And, boy, having that third timeout would have really helped here.
Another example of why coaches really stress saving your timeouts for when you absolutely have to have them. They go over this all the time. Here's one of those situations.
Second and 5. They'll keep it on the ground. Michel, and unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as it comes with 1:04 left to go in the game. And the Texans have an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. From the gun, they run with Michel. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 52 yards rushing for him now on 17 carries.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
The Patriots in the victory formation as they'll take the knee. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. And they take a knee. And you know they enjoyed taking that knee because they're now going to be 1-2 instead of 0-3. And psychologically, that's a big difference early in the season.
It certainly is. It's a big barrier breaker because you get to 0-3, you're not thinking playoffs. At 1-2, you still believe that you're going to be a playoff team.
Yeah, you feel you got some hope on your side. 0-3, things start to look pretty bleak. So this will wind up a victory for the New England Patriots. And I'll tell you what, it has not been with a whole lot of frequency over the last couple of decades or so that teams have come into New England and escaped with a victory. But that's what happened here.
It almost doesn't feel real, does it?
We've seen it so few times.
That actually happened, right? We saw it. They came out of there with a win. And on the other side, in that locker room, you know what they're saying? We didn't really lose. Time just ran out on us. That's the attitude they have because they don't see it happen very often. Not even sure how to handle it.
And you see some stunned faces